solace in Jesus. All that you're longing for, come and be glad. I will pour water on him that is thirsty. I will pour floods upon the dry ground. Open your heart for the gift I am bringing. While ye are seeking me, I will be found. Child of the world, are you tired of your bondage? Weary of earth joy so false, so untrue? Thirsting for God and his fullness of blessing? List to the promise, a message for you. Child of the kingdom, be filled with the Spirit. Nothing but fullness thy longing can meet. 'Tis the endowment for life and for service. Thine is the promise so certain, so sweet. I will pour water on him that is thirsty. I will pour floods upon the dry ground. Open your heart for the gift I am bringing. While ye are seeking me, I will be found.
I sinned, and straightway post-haste Satan flew before the presence of the Most High God and made a railing accusation there. He said, "This soul, this thing of clay and sod has sinned. 'Tis true that he has named thy name, but I demand his death, for thou hast said, the soul that sinneth, it shall surely die. Shall not thy sentence be fulfilled? Is justice dead? Send now this wretched sinner to his doom." What other thing could righteous ruler do? And thus he did accuse me day and night. And every word he spoke, O God, was true. Then quickly one arose from God's right hand, before whose glory angels veiled their eyes. He spoke. Each jot and tittle of the law must be fulfilled. The guilty sinner dies. But wait. Suppose his guilt were all transferred to me, and that I paid his penalty. Behold my hands, my side, my feet. One day I was made sin for him, and died that he might be presented faultless at thy throne. And Satan fled away. Full well he knew that he could not prevail against such love, for every word my dear Lord spoke was true.
According to thy loving kindness, Father, have mercy on wretched soul. Make me to know once more thy joy and gladness. Blot out my sin, oh cleanse and make me whole. I humbly now acknowledge my transgression against the only Father is my sin. Restore to me the joy of thy salvation. Oh, purify my life without within. A contrite heart I offer thee, dear Father. Oh, hide thy face from all my sin, I pray. According to thy tender love and mercy, oh, pardon, Lord, this soul that went astray. I humbly now acknowledge my transgression against the only Father is my sin. Restore to me the joy of thy salvation. Oh, purify my life without within. I goes to church and I gives my money and I does the best I can. And then somebody comes up and says, "Ye must be born again. Ye must be born again. For that's the only way to heaven. Not some new way, just the old way. But it's the only way to heaven." I never tell lies and I never does steal, and I always does my best. And then somebody comes up and says, "You done failed the test. Ye must be born again. For that's the only way to heaven. Not some new way, just the old way. But it's the only way to heaven." I trusted Christ and he saved my soul, and he cleansed from every sin. I don't know much, but I does know this: now I'm born again. Ye must be born again, for that's the only way to heaven. Not some new way, just the old way. But it's the only way to heaven. Do 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 do.
follow Jesus. Every day, every hour I want to be just a little more like my blessed Jesus. He means more than all the world to me. Oh, wonderful, wonderful is Jesus. He gave his life on cruel Calvary. He'll be there when I start to cross the Jordan. What a wonderful Savior is he. In his footsteps I will always follow. In his ever sacred presence I will be. Though the storms of life may rage, my Lord will guide me. What a kind and faithful Savior is he. Oh, wonderful, wonderful is Jesus. He gave his life on cruel Calvary. He'll be there when I start to cross the Jordan. What a wonderful Savior is he. 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 Unworthy, unworthy, a beggar in bondage and alone. But he made me worthy, and now by his grace, his mercy has made me his own. Unworthy am I of the grace that he gave, unworthy to hold to his hand. Amazed that a king would reach down to a slave, this love I cannot understand. My sorrow and sickness laid stripes on his back. My sins caused the blood that was shed. My faults and my failures have woven a crown of thorns that he wore on his head. Unworthy am I of the glory to come, unworthy with angels to sing. I thrill just to know that he loved me so much. A pauper, I walk with the King. Unworthy, unworthy, a beggar in bondage and alone. But he made me worthy, and now by his grace, his mercy has made me his own, his own. I wonder, have I give my best to Jesus, who died upon the cruel tree? To think of his great sacrifice on Calvary, I know my Lord expects the best from me. How many are the lost that I have lifted? How many are the
chained I've helped to free. I wonder, have I done my best for Jesus when He has done so much for me? The hours that I have wasted are so many. The hours I spent for Christ so few. Because of all my lack of love for Jesus, I wonder if His heart is breaking too. No longer will I stay within the valley. I'll climb to mountain heights above. The world is dying now for want of someone to tell them of the Savior's matchless love. How many are the lost that I have lifted? How many are the chained I've helped to free? I wonder, have I done my best for Jesus when He has done so much? When He has done so much for me. I was bound up in sin, controlled by self within. I had no goal in life, 'twas misery. My old self longed for joy, it could no love employ. I closed my eyes on God, I would not see. But then one day Christ called so tenderly. I took the hand that He held out to me. My heart was opened wide, His love endured. He gave me joy and peace, my life so new. My eyes were opened wide, I saw Him crucified. I knew 'twas for my sin He suffered there. I bowed my contrite heart and felt the teardrops start. Forgive my sin, dear Lord, this was my prayer. This newfound friend of mine makes every day sublime. My life has purpose since He dwells within. From sin's bond I am free, I found new liberty. My heart is satisfied since I met Him. to you, to share the joy I found since life is new. In the stars his handiwork I see, on the wind he speaks his majesty. Though he ruleth over land and sea, what is that to me? I will celebrate nativity, for it has a place in history. Sure he came to set his people free. What is that to me? Till by faith I met him face to face, and I felt the wonder of his grace. Then I knew that he was more than just a God who didn't care, that lived away up there, and now he walks beside me day by day, never watching on me lest I stray, helping me to find that narrow way. He's everything to me. Till by faith I met him face to face, and I felt the wonder of his grace. Then I knew that he was more than just a God who didn't care, that lived away up there, and now he walks beside me day by day, ever watching on me lest I stray, helping me to find that narrow way. He's everything to me. Faint with the heat and the length of the road, I was oppressed with a wearisome load. One came so tenderly, saying to me, give me thy load, 'tis too heavy for thee. I was so poor, not a penny had I, clothing or food for the journey to buy. One came and whispered, leave that to my care. Wealth of a kingdom with thee will I share. I was so lonely for lack of a friend. One came and offered me love without end, love that is mighty to strengthen and save, love that can triumph for death and the grave. What though the valleys be many and deep? What if the pathway be stony or steep? Mountain or moorland or valley of death, I will be with thee, my comforter saith. Jesus himself, Jesus himself. Love
pearly gates will open, so that I may enter in. For he purchased my redemption and forgave me all my sin. Like a dove when hunted, frightened, as a wounded fawn was I, broken-hearted, yet he healed me. He will sinners cry, he the pearly gates will open, so that I may enter in. For he purchased my redemption and forgave me all my sin. Love divine, so great and wondrous, all my sins he then forgave. I will sing his praise forever, for his blood is power to save. He the pearly gates will open, so that I may enter in. For he purchased my redemption and forgave me all my sin. He the pearly gates will open, so that I may enter in. For he purchased my redemption and forgave me all my sin. Dear Lord, I'll be a witness if you will help my weakness. I know that I'm not worthy, Lord, of thee. By eyes of faith I see thee upon the cross of Calvary. Dear Lord, I cry, let me thy servant be. Jesus, use me, and oh Lord, don't refuse me, for surely there's a work that I can do. And even though it's humble, help my will to crumble. Though the cost be great, I'll work for you. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. He's the beautiful rose of Sharon. He's all the world to me. But best of all, he is my coming King.
that I can do. And even though it's humble, help my will to crumble. Though the cost be great, I'll work for you. They crucified my Lord on Calvary's tree. For all my sin he bore death's penalty. They placed a crown of thorns upon his precious head. Because of all my sin, his blood was shed. I cannot tell you why he paid my debt of sin, that he would die to conquer death, my soul to win. I only know 'tis true that he his life would give, and now because he lives, I too shall live. He died in agony, in shame and woe. The burdens that he bore no one can know. His precious life he gave, upon himself he laid the sins of all the world, its ransom paid.
I cannot tell you why he paid my debt of sin. To think that he would die to conquer death, my soul to win? I only know it's true that Christ his life would give, and now, because he lives, I too shall live.
The grave could never hold my Lord and King. He rose triumphantly, and now I sing. He burst the chains of death and paved a way for me, that I may live with him eternally. I cannot tell you why he paid my debt of sin, that he would die to conquer death, my soul to win. I only know 'tis true that he his life would give,